Hey, 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 happy Freedom Friday and happy 10-minute talks with Tamika. Whew, we are here. It is Friday and we are at the end of the week. I want to start by thanking everyone that has been engaging in these 10-minute lives. All of you that have been commenting, that has been sharing, that has been actively engaging in your healing. I will be in your inbox today. So look for some inbox messages. Those of you that went to get your prayers for your future husband and it did not work, do me a favor, send me a DM and just say me so I can get those prayers over to you. The system wasn't connecting. But we ain't making excuses, right? We talked about yesterday that we don't have excuses, that we're not having any options, that we are just moving forward into what we need. Those of you that need that support in that I believe it was on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I told you to put support in the comments. Make sure you look at your DMs and you check one of those links. Excuse me. I want to invite you over to my free Telegram group where I am constantly coaching. I am constantly doing pop-in coaching moments. I am constantly giving value and adding to their healing journey. How many of you guys know when you were on a trip? When you were on a trip, you were taking a journey. Let's say you and your family, you by yourself are on a road trip. You look for signs. You look for signage that says that you are on the right road, right? That you're going in the right direction. I just want to be your navigation system in this period of your life while you're on this healing journey. I want to be able to pop in and do a quick 2-minute video, do a quick minute message to let you know that you're on the right journey. So if you want that, just put me and I'm going to send you the link to my Telegram group. And it's completely free, y'all. It don't cost you nothing. I want you to know that you have access. Somebody say access. You have access to healing. Here's the thing. When we're talking about foundation, we got to go all the way back. We got to go back to our moms. We got to go down to our fathers. We got to go back 3-4 generations back. Did you guys know that things that we are dealing with now are 4 generations back? Research shows, science shows, what a lot of you may not know is I've been in the mental health field for over 15 years. And research shows that it takes 4 generations to heal a trauma that lies in our family bloodline. In the church world, we call these generational traumas. You are generational curses. You all are generational curse breakers. So while you're on this journey to break a curse, make sure you have proper signage. Make sure you're following somebody that's leading you in the right direction. Make sure you have your navigation system open. You have your GPS, your God operating system, your GAS, right? Your God operating system in constant view so you continue to go on the path. Really quickly, I want to talk to you guys today about getting free, and it starts with your foundation. It starts with your foundation. So I already talked about our grandparents and our mothers and 4 generations back. I want to talk to you about how to break up some foundational things and how to build on a solid foundation. So my husband's in construction, you guys. He's in a contractor. He's in concrete and construction. That's his business. And he often comes home and tells me when people are in a rebuild process, when they want an add-on, right? So they want to redo their kitchen. They want to redo their bathroom. They want to add an extra bedroom. The first thing that he has to do is he has to do a soil report and he has to check their foundation. Because you cannot build on something that has a shaky foundation, that has cracks in it, that's not stable. It won't sustain the rebuild. Somebody say rebuild in the comments if you are ready to rebuild parts of your life. Maybe you want to add a room of love. Maybe you are ready to open up your heart again to love again. Maybe you want to add a room of business. Maybe you're like, you know what, Tamika, God has been pushing me towards business. business and I'm ready to open up that room in my mind and in my heart and start business. Maybe you're ready to open up a room for another child. Maybe it's school. You know what these rooms that you are wanting to open up, you know what they are. I want to encourage you to check your foundation, because you cannot build you can't do a rebuild and addition if your foundation is not secure. If you have cracks in your foundation, if you have flaws in your foundation, and all of us do, but this is how you start to repair those foundations. So I have a link in this video, and it's for the 8 keys to restoration. How many of you guys know in Matthew, the Bible tells us that God will give us keys to the kingdom. These keys will open up doors that no man can close. God has given me a biblical, a spiritual, a godly download about 8 keys that will open up 8 new doors. Somebody say, I'm ready to walk through a new door. If you are tired of doing life the way you've always done it, you have to have a new set of keys. So we have to start with that foundation. We have to do some foundational work. These 8 keys are foundational work to restoration. A couple of years ago, my 10-year-old son, he grabbed my car keys and he ran out in front of me because he was trying to do a prank on me. And he had the house key and he was holding the house key and he was getting ready to stick it in the car door. And luckily, I was right behind him and I grabbed him and I said, boy, what are you doing? He said, I'm putting the key in the car. I said, that's the house key. He said, well, don't all keys open all doors? And I said, absolutely not. How many of you guys have been trying to use the same keys in this season to open up new doors in a new season, and it's not going to work? What happens if you put an old key in a new door? It gets stuck. How many of you feel stuck? How many of you feel stuck? You feel like I'm trying all the things. Perhaps you're using the wrong key. Perhaps you're using keys that you used in your unhealed season. Perhaps you're using keys that you used when you were in that bad relationship. Perhaps you're using keys that worked when you were in your survival mode. But God is trying to restore some things in your life. He's trying to open up some new doors, and you continue to use the same keys that you used in the old season, and you're not getting into the new doors that you want to. This is foundational work. Somebody say foundational work. The 8 keys to restoration is foundational work. We can't be free until we check our foundation. We can't be free to see if we're stable enough to build on. How do you know that you're stable to build on? I'm going to give you the 3 of the 8 keys, and then I'm out of your hair. And I want you to click this link, and I want you to get this program. Only $10.99. I'm offering it for a steal. My clients pay hundreds of dollars to be in my program. Literally, none of my stuff is cheap because I ain't cheap. My value is high. My value is, I'm extremely valuable. I know my worth. And this didn't happen until I stopped discounting myself, and I took myself off the discount rack. Once I took myself off the discount rack, I was able to charge the value that I know I was worth. But it started with some foundational stuff. That's for somebody. That word right there was for somebody. In a relationship, you've been discounting yourself. At work, you've been discounting yourself. In your school work, I don't know why God has me talking about school. There's somebody in school wants to go to school, but you've been discounting yourself. You know how you discounting yourself? You're not giving yourself 100%. You have too many windows open. You guys know how when you're on a browser on a computer, and if you got too many windows open, things are slowed down. Things are slowed down, and then you're stuck. So I want to give you 3 keys of this foundational work. And if you're serious about the next 60 days being radically different, I want you to click this link and get these 8 keys to restoration. There's an ebook and there's a two-part series video valued at over $120, giving it to you for $10.99 just for today. Click the link, buy it. It's yours forever. You get to have this forever. Here are 3 of the 8 keys to restoration. The first one is your thinking. I need somebody to hear me with their good ears. Your mind is the soil by which everything grows. Some of the reason why you can't get this foundational principles is because you're stinking thinking. That's an old cliche. That's an old way of us saying things, but it holds true. The Bible says, as a man or a woman thinks in their heart, so are they. Why does it say that? Because what you are thinking here filtrates into your heart. Your heart is your life source and it goes into everything. So if there's plenty of things in your life that are dead, perhaps it's because that it started here and it has no, blood gives us life. There's nutrients, there's protein, there's all this good stuff in our blood. But if our thinking is flawed, it goes down to our heart and our heart filtrates through every other place of our body. So the first key to restoration is your thinking. You guys go ahead and share this with somebody and engage with me. If I'm talking good and you know that I'm talking to you, give me a heart or 2. Just let me know, Tamika, I'm ready for the foundation work. Put foundation in the chat. Actively engage in your healing. I told you guys that yesterday. Make sure you go back and you're watching these 10-minute talks with Tamika. The second key is your tribe. Do you know? I need you to write this down. You are the sum total of the 5 people that you spend your time with. You are the sum total. So that means that if you are hanging out with low-level people, people that think low, people that talk low, people that act low, sis, you gonna be low. It is time for you to add value to yourself. Here's a radical thought. We don't cut people off. We just grow and they fall off. This 8 keys to restoration will help you grow in your mindset, in your emotional well-being, in your spiritual well-being, in your relational well-being. We just grow and folks will fall off that are not adding value. You have the power. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you have the power to unplug from people that just take. There are energy drainers and there are energy givers. In this 8 keys to restoration, I help you define who are your energy drainers and who are your energy givers. We're almost done. We're almost out of time. The third T is there's a whole bunch of T's, right? We're talking about the 8 keys to restoration. I'm just giving you 3 of them. The third T is your time. How many of you know that it is time for you to live the life of your dreams, of your prayers? We don't live the life of our dreams because dreams happen when we sleep. We live the life of our prayers. How many of you guys know that it is time for you to live the life of your prayers? But you have to make sure that you are being a good steward of your time. Don't know who I'm talking to, but God has given you extensions. Y'all know how I know back in the day when my light bill was getting ready to get turned off and I would have to ask for an extension. I would need a little bit of extra time to pay that bill. They only gave me a couple extensions throughout the year. God is saying, I have given you grace. I have given you an extension to work your business, to start your business, to start the diet, to get your body healthy, to go back to school, to start the dating process, to start your healing process. How many more extensions do you need? He's not going to keep giving you these extensions if you're not stewarding the time that he's giving you. How many of you guys know that being constantly late to certain things is an example of someone that is truly unhealed because you don't have respect for yourself or respect for other people's time? I'm sorry I got to be on your head like that today. If you want to know the rest of the 8 keys, click the link in the description. Go on up, just check it out. Check out what it is. And then make your purchase. Healing loves speed. Healing loves speed. I told you yesterday, you ain't got no money problem. You don't have no confidence problem. You don't have a self-esteem problem. You have a faith problem. Because you're allowing fear to drive you, and fear is perverted faith. I want you to lean into your faith today. Do something radical so you can get something radical. This has been my 10-minute talk with Tamika. I pray that you have a true Freedom Friday. I pray that chains are broken off of your life. I pray that generational curses are lifted through you. I pray that you begin to feel free. You begin to feel lighter in your spirit. I pray that you begin to be everything that God has called you to be, and you no longer allow excuses to keep you stuck. Go pick up your keys, because old keys can work in a new season. I love y'all. Have a happy Friday.